One is Greek mythology. Zeus married his sister in Greek mythology. Let's find out. Introduction. Greek mythology is a fascinating and complex collection of stories that have had a lasting impact on Western culture. From the powerful gods and goddesses to the heroic figures, tragic mortals, and terrifying monsters, these stories have captured the imagination of people throughout history. Whether it's the epic battles of the Trojan War or the adventures of demigods like Hercules and Achilles, there is something for everyone in Greek mythology. The stories have inspired countless works of literature, art, and culture, and continue to be retold and reimagined in new and exciting ways today. Today, we will be looking at some of the facts and important figures of Greek mythology. So without any further ado, let us get right into it. Gods, demigods, and the Trojan War. Greek mythology has a vast array of gods and goddesses, each with their own unique powers, personalities, and stories. One of the most well-known gods is Zeus, the king of the gods and the god of thunder and lightning. He was married to his sister Hera, the goddess of marriage and family, and together they ruled over Mount Olympus, the home of the gods. Another prominent god is Poseidon, the god of the sea and earthquakes. He was known for his bad temper and was often depicted wielding a trident, which he used to create storms and earthquakes. Poseidon had a fierce rivalry with Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war, who was said to have been born fully grown and armored from the head of her father Zeus. Athena was also known for her great intelligence and strategic skills, and was the patron goddess of Athens. Apart from the gods, Greek mythology is also filled with heroic figures and demigods, such as Hercules, who was known for his incredible strength and his 12 labors. These labors included tasks such as slaying the Nemean lion, capturing the Erymanthian boar, and cleaning the Augean stables in a single day. Another famous hero was Perseus, who was tasked with killing the Gorgon Medusa, whose gaze could turn people to stone. Perseus was aided in his quest by the goddess Athena, and was able to use her shield to avoid Medusa's deadly gaze and kill her with his sword. One of the most enduring myths in Greek mythology is that of the Trojan War, which was fought between the Greeks and the Trojans over the abduction of the beautiful Queen Helen by the Trojan prince Paris. The war lasted for 10 years and was full of epic battles and heroic deeds. Another famous demigod was Achilles, the son of the mortal Peleus and the sea nymph Thetis. Achilles was said to be invulnerable except for his heel, which was his only weak spot. Achilles fought in the Trojan War on the side of the Greeks and was eventually killed by an arrow to the heel, which was shot by Paris, the Trojan prince. Literature and cultural significance. But Greek mythology is not just about gods and heroes. It also has a rich collection of stories about mortals and their struggles. One of the most famous of these is the tragic tale of Orpheus and Eurydice. Orpheus was a talented musician who fell in love with Eurydice, but she died shortly after their wedding. Orpheus was so grief-stricken that he traveled to the underworld to bring her back. Hades, the god of the underworld, agreed to let Eurydice go with Orpheus, but only if he did not look back at her until they had left the underworld. Unfortunately, Orpheus could not resist the temptation and turned around just before they reached the surface, causing Eurydice to be trapped forever in the underworld. In the Renaissance period, Greek mythology became popular again, and many famous artists, writers, and thinkers were influenced by the stories. The Italian painter Botticelli painted several famous works based on Greek mythology, including The Birth of Venus and Primavera. The English poet John Milton also drew inspiration from Greek mythology in his epic poem Paradise Lost, which tells the story of Adam and Eve's fall from grace. Greek mythology has had a profound impact on culture and literature throughout history. The stories and characters from Greek mythology have been retold, adapted, and reimagined countless times, influencing and inspiring writers, artists, and thinkers for thousands of years. In literature, the influence of Greek mythology can be seen in everything from epic poems and plays to modern novels and films. Some of the most famous works of literature in history, such as Homer's Iliad and Odyssey and the plays of Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Euripides, are based on Greek myths and legends. The works of later writers, such as Dante, Shakespeare, and Milton, Also draw on Greek mythology for inspiration. In Dante's Inferno, for example, the author uses characters and themes from Greek mythology to create a vision of hell, while Shakespeare's plays, such as A Midsummer Night's Dream and The Tempest, feature characters and storylines inspired by Greek myths. Anyway, this wraps up our video for today. What do you think about this? Let us know in the comments section down below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel while you're at it.